Okay, so we got some exciting news. We found a place to build our shop and start building trucks. We're here with the boys. We're getting this property from. We're here in Golden. A little history. This one used to be back in the 1800s for CP, right? Divisional headquarters of CP Rail. Literally, this used to be the town of Donald right here. One of the cool things about this property is that it's 300 acres of land. Part of the CMVSS requirements, we require a test track. So we need at least like a 2-kilometer test track to test our trucks. This 300 acres of land is going to give us room to do that, room to expand in the future. We're going to put our shop in over behind us that way. Should be exciting, and it'll be handy. Like, honestly, having the scale here, we'll be able to weigh our trucks at the scale before we put them onto our own test track. So that's kind of the cool feature of having the log yard in. And Golden's just a fantastic little spot to be. If you're going by the highway in Golden, as you go over that bridge just west of the scales, look to the right. That's where this property is. You'll be able to see it right from the highway. So you'll be able to see us out on the test track doing some stuff. And so any corporate spies that want to see it, you have a binocular, telescope. But anyways, I guess all that's left now, this property's going to work for us. We did the deal. We just got to sign the paperwork.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
All right.
Marlon here, our realtor, has got some paperwork for us to sign. And
what's the sign?
Signature here.
Buy a few pens and you don't keep mine.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, thanks for the property.
Hey. Nice to see something happening.
Thanks. Oh, it's going to be fun. And thanks everyone who invested with Edison Motors for helping us be able to buy this piece of property and take the next step in manufacturing here. You know, I think Edison might be the only one that's signing a deal for a property purchase, and then everyone has to yell car and get off the road because the gravel trucks are coming in. That is a uniquely Edison thing.
Hi, my name is Paul Ricard. I'm co-owner of the property that we just sold to Edison Motors. This property was purchased originally in 1887 by CPR, just after they put the CPR line through and the Confederation of British Columbia. It was the town of Donald until 1847. It had about 5,000 people in this town. It is a historical site. From there, it became a sawmill. When we took it over in the year 2000, we have a log sort here, we have a mine, and we also have about 302 acres. I've worked out in this property for a lot of years. I was the accountant out here in the late 70s, and I was a sawmill foreman here. My family has been here for just over 200 years. The Meady family came in. This property is very valuable in that it has water, it has rail access, it has road access to the Trans-Canada, it has power, 600 volt power that they can use. It's flat, it's got gravel, it's got everything that a manufacturing company could want. For Edison Motors, we are very excited to have them here. We think that they are going to be an excellent contributor to our community, and we hope to look for a good relationship in the future up until perpetuity.
Hey guys, I just want to put a quick disclaimer here. Yeah, we signed the deal for the property, but the deal is not done until we transfer the funds. So you guys know we raised $4.5 million in just under 3 weeks in our investment raise. So we raised enough to be able to buy this property and then some, but we got to wait until we close that investment round, get the funds transferred over, and we have till the end of March to do that. But so the deal is done. We don't yet own the property, but once we close the investment raise, we'll transfer the money and then we'll own the property. The paperwork's inside, just got to send the money. Okay, so we're going to do a little tour of the property. We got a few things. Where are we going to put the test track? Where are we going to put the shop? What I'm thinking of for the first shop is right over here. I think this could be our first home down in that lower section. The first shop is really just going to be for the first production runs of semi-trucks and then also doing the pickup kit pre-assembly. So it's not going to be a big shop, probably 100 by 300. That'd be a perfect spot for it. It's flat, it's got a good gravel base, and it's a little bit tucked out of the way. It's not necessary that you don't really see it as you're coming in. It's a little bit hidden behind this little crest of a hill, and it leaves us a lot of future room. This is a beautiful flat area here. There are a few trees, but this section here is about 50 acres of flat land. And then you got a little rise down, and then you got a 10-acre section right behind us. I think that 10-acre section is going to be absolutely perfect to get started. Okay, steepness never comes across in video, but one of the cool things about this property is there's lots of little areas like this where we'll be able to build ramps. One of the crucial things we test in pickups and semis is hill start and gradability. You want to put it on a 20% slope, 40% slope. You want to come down those hills with regen. You want to play around with your torque vectoring. This is a perfect little area on this. It's already been mined for the gravel pit. So all we got to do is put in a couple of known slopes, known gradients. We go up and down and up and down. And all you do is all day up and down. Just nice that it has these hills. And one of the other positive things on this property is that we have access to the Forestry Service Road network. Right behind us is the Bush Road. That's literally the name of it. It's called the Bush Road. And that goes 50, 60 kilometers into the bush. We got all sorts of switchbacks up the mountain. So for truck testing, this could not be a better location to be in right here. Okay, we just walked up this hill here. Over there, you see that house where the green tin roof is? That's literally at the property line. Right up here, perfect spot for test tracks. Trucks come around, they can loop around the whole property back there towards that green shed. That gives us the 2-kilometer track. And we have the grade startability off-road course right here. So this back end, basically future maintenance shop. We even own this big pile of gravel. And we have this pile of gravel right here. Beneath my feet are 6 to 8 million cubic meters of gravel on this property. Nice thing about it is that it's low and wide. They don't have to go down. They're taking that top layer off, and they're paying us about $6 to $8 per cubic meter, which means there's about $40 million of gravel beneath my feet. Because they're going wide, essentially what they are doing is they are building our test track for us. So not only are we not having to pay to build our test track, these guys are paying us for the rights to build our future test track. It's already underway right here. I can see our trucks coming by, coming around, looping around the backside. Just keep winning. One of the nice things about having an operation like this on the property is this operation here basically meets our payroll expense for all our engineers in the office. So not only are they building the track, we don't have to worry about going back to market to fund our engineering and staff. This operation here covers those wages. I'm not sure our company lives in the past or not, but right behind me, there's a freight train with a caboose on the back end. When's the last time you've seen a caboose on a train? Over here, we're gonna check this out next. This is a warehouse, a 150,000 square foot warehouse, and I think it's seen better days. Well, that's what they said. They actually had a look at the building, and the actual beams are in amazing shape. Like, this is all great wood. The roof is, trusses are actually all in mint condition. One of the big issues is the board's taken off the sides, and you probably need to re-roof the tin on it. But other than that, this building isn't that bad. It used to be the old planer mill, and a company was using this 4 years ago as a, what was it, storage for something. They were shipping things via the rail. One of the nice things, even if you have to take the building down, this is a 2-acre concrete pad, and the spur lines from the main rail actually come directly inside this. So even if you either need to redo the siding or put a new structure up, you still have a 2-acre concrete pad for storage. So if we finished a truck, we could ship it out right on the rail line. The truck can actually park inside, or at least out of the mud. This is actually one of the biggest positive things on this property. Right below my feet, this property has 4 rail spur lines coming through it, 2 on either side of this building and warehouse. Right here beside me is the Canadian Pacific Kansas City main line. This is one of 2 main lines in Canada. Right there, they have plenty of sidings, and we have spur. One of the nice things is we buy a lot of steel from Pennsylvania. Our frame rails come from there, cab steel comes from there. We got a lot of parts from back east. We can put those steel and those parts right on a rail car. Takes our cost of shipping down by a factor of 4. Other nice thing too is that if we have to ship trucks back east, say we start producing on this property, we can put them on a rail car and ship them anywhere in North America. Rather than having one driver have to drive to the East Coast, you bring a rail car right in here, we build a loading ramp right behind you, load the trucks onto a rail car, train pulls in, hooks them, takes them anywhere in North America we want to go for fractions on the dollar. It is absolutely incredible to have this here. Same thing as if we got a container we got to pick up in Vancouver, that container can come right onto our property right here. Nice thing about this property is we have water. It's already plumbed in, ready to go. We have several septic fields around here. And I don't mean we just have one well. There is over 14 wells, some of them doing hundreds of gallons a minute. It is set up industrial for a log yard. And the water actually is supposed to not be too bad. So try her out. Oh yeah, that's good. One thing I cannot stand is poor tasting waters. And behind me, we got a few acres that are leased out to this log yard. It's basically a log reload yard. Trucks come in off the bush, unload here, and then reload to head to various sawmills. But they've got this little area rented out, so we're also receiving some money off this. All in all, this is a perfect spot. We got the room for our test track. We're getting our test track paid to be manufactured. We're selling the gravel to the gravel company, and we're also have the log yard rented out with logging trucks coming in, scales so we can load our own trucks. I could not find a better and more beautiful place to make the future home of Edison Motors. All right, guys, I want to just take a couple seconds. We're not doing an ad. I just want to thank everyone that's invested with Edison Motors. You guys know we don't have venture capital. We don't have that kind of money. We told them no. We are invested and owned by the fans like you who are watching this video. You guys supported us all the way when it was just an idea, through building Carl to building Topsy, and now as we go back into our next production run, taking this next step. So all of you that supported us, invested with us, thank you so much. We appreciate it more than you know.